title. The abstract will be the most read section of your article. This is where you consolidate the reader's interest in your paper and explain to them exactly why your article is worth reading. The contents of your abstract will help your paper pass the first stage of editorial screening and go on to be peer-reviewed, along with being discovered through search engines and indexing databases. Abstracts are typically between 100 and 250 words long and should not include abbreviations, citations, or too many statistics from results. The structure of your abstract should follow the structure of the full paper. General background, to introduce the context of your work. Specific background, to focus on your specific research question. Method, to explain briefly the key steps you took and participants involved in your experiments to address your research question. Results, the main findings from your data. Conclusions, a statement of how your results answered your research question. Implications, what your results mean for your field and the wider world. Some journals require a formally structured abstract that splits each of these into a distinct section. Traditional abstracts are formed of a single paragraph. Now, let me give you some tips on writing effective abstract. You have to identify the major objectives and conclusions and ensure that all the salient features of your study are highlighted, and also adhere to the journal's guidelines while writing abstracts. The next tip would be to identify phrases with keywords in the method section. Another tip would be to state your hypothesis or method used in the first sentence. My next tip would be to omit background information, literature review, and detailed description of methods. Also, remove extra words and phrases, as abstracts have a word count limitation. Finally, revise the content such that your abstract conveys only essential information. Keywords. Keywords are used to define the contents of a paper. They are used to index your paper in various databases and on the web. When people search for one of the keywords or words in the title of your paper, they can find your paper. If other researchers are able to find and read your paper, this makes it more likely that it will be cited. As we explained earlier in this course, the title is a brief summary of the key features of the research. However, it is likely to exclude a lot of important details. Keywords are a way in which you can make these extra details discoverable to increase the chances that fellow researchers will find your paper. The title of an article is already listed in databases. Therefore, the keywords should not repeat terms used in the title. Keywords should enhance the information provided in the title. Researchers are likely to search for commonly used terms in your field. Therefore, you should not use keywords, acronyms, which are too obscure, or tools and techniques unique to your research group. However, you should not use terms which are too broad either. You may use phrases as well as a single word or words. You should consider the international audience for your work and avoid culturally specific versions of phrases. Ideas for keywords include themes, such as organic farming, treatment of cancer, long-term preservation, energy efficiency. Materials such as chemicals, compound crystals, and techniques. Geographic region, landscape, climate type, weather conditions. Specific phenomena or issues, such as climate change, air pollution, sustainable development, genetic engineering. To help you think of effective titles and keywords for your own work, search a database such as Google Scholar or AdWords for the details of your own research, and consider the words used by the papers returned in the results. The next step in a research paper is to write a good introduction to define the relevance of your research study.